Okay, so I'm well aware that there was some bit of an update from the Tekken developers regarding the upcoming season 3. Uh, to my understanding, it wasn't that big of a news drop. I am surprised that they decided to kind of give any information at all. But the key takeaway that I know of is that the heat smashes are finally no longer going to cause a wall splat. Now I have seen Main Man's video regarding this, and his is the first video I seen. And the minute I seen it, I kind of rolled my eyes, not at him, but at the change. This is a change I stated several months ago in one of my older videos talking about this stupid ass game, where I even made the comparison of showing Raven's heat smash, where he's beating you up with his clones and then he punches you as the final hit, and when you're near the wall it does not cause a wall splat. But somebody, I think in that video I used Law and Jin, if I'm not mistaken. I have to find which video it was, but either way, Law and Jin and Heihachi and several other characters, when they land their heat smash on you, which is why I call it the win button, because it's only just a fucking button press, you lose 50 plus damage. Your opponent is still plus 1,000,000 on block, and you also are splatted on the wall for like additional unscaled damage. So now the big change coming up is the Tekken developers are finally using their goddamn brain and decided to remove that aspect of the game. This is the reason throughout the entire time I have been giving my critiques and criticisms over Tekken 8, I kept telling people, you have to address the mechanics of the game. That is the problem. All of the larger channels than me, all of the fucking so-called elite tournament players, they all kept talking about character balance. You are not going to balance this game. Tekken 8 has had character balance issues since the beginning of time. You have to address the mechanics. You have to address the combo length. You have to address the combo damage, which is adjusted via scaling. You have to adjust aspects of the heat. Those are the mechanics of the game that you have to address so that Tekken 8 can be better well received. And then thankfully, it seems that the developers have grown a brain and decided that heat smashes should not cause wall splats. Well, congratulations, Tekken developers. You finally used your brains. But then, unfortunately, while I was watching that Main Man video, as he was going through the Tekken website where the patch notes were, it was revealed that the Namco developers don't intend on doing widespread changes for season 3 in one shot. They're basically going to drip feed it. They're going to do little knick-knacky enhancements over the course of time. And even Main Man said that he didn't like that because if you look at how they addressed it in season 2, where it was a big monumental change across the board, and now they're looking to just, you know, give you piece by piece, I think that's trash. I can't really give the developers too much credit for this heat smash change, because based on what I know of actual game design, this is something that they could have done months ago. Removing the wall splat aspect from heat smashes, that could have taken the developers less than 24 hours to implement within the game. So you mean to tell me that we had to suffer through this mechanic for 2 full seasons? something that should have never been added. Fine, if you want to give people access to a heat smash, which is at the press of a goddamn button that gives you 50 plus damage, comes out at the speed of a mid poke, and is completely safe and plus on block, and you give it a fucking wall splat? You didn't think that there was something off there? So this is the reason why I've been saying for a long time that I don't have confidence that the Tekken developers are really going to do anything significant for this game. I just don't. I question their competence, because the fact that this was even added in the first place shows me a lack of intelligence. All they're doing by removing it is basically correcting something that should have never been possible in the first fucking place. So I find it hard for me to really give them credit for something that shouldn't have even been possible. But, you know, I guess I'll give them a golf clap. Yay. Thank you. Thank you for making heat smashes no longer gifting the offensive player an additional death combo on the wall. Thank you very much. Now I'm curious what else you guys gonna do. Oh, that was the other thing, where if you are in heat, if you have an install, your install is removed at the time your heat expires. So characters that greatly benefit from this, like Claudio, Brian Fury, and some other characters, you know, that's a good thing. In fact, I didn't even think of that when I was coming up with my own personal wish list. But I think that is a step in the right direction, but I'm not one to give them a large amount of credit, because again, as I will repeat and say, that this aspect of a heat smash should have never been in the game in the first place, given the fact that it had all of the other benefits attached to it. So, I mean, shit, if you want to be honest, the only thing that a heat smash was missing was armor, because it does literally every fucking thing else. Oh, armor and tracking. So thank God a heat smash doesn't do that. So I don't know. I am going to be looking forward to March 17th when we finally get all of the actual news and all of the changes. That is when I will finally reinstall that party game and see for myself what other changes they have. Even though it is greatly disappointing that the way in which that they're going to make changes to season 3 is going to be over the course of a period of time, and not in the way they did it for season 2, where they made more wide sweeping changes. So and also I think I saw in those notes that they don't intend on changing characters too much. I read something, I'm paraphrasing it, of course, and I think when I upload this particular segment to YouTube, I will show screenshots of that on the screen to basically illustrate what I'm trying to say. But I am highly skeptical of Tekken 8 Season 3. I can tell you right now, there is absolutely no character that is due to release that I have interest in. So the only thing that would really potentially get me back into the game is what those season 3 changes are going to be. And so far, the removal of the wall splat from a landed heat smash, it is a step in the right direction, but I would like to see more. I think at this point, I'm so over Tekken 8, and I see very little to no hope for that game. That I'm actually looking forward to other fighting games. Like, I can't tell a time when there was a Tekken game on the market that I played another fighting game more than the Tekken game that was currently available. Like, when Tekken 6 was out, I played other fighting games, but I still came back to Tekken 6. I still came back to Tekken 7. I have literally said fuck you to Tekken 8. Like it is so vastly fucked that I have zero care if that franchise goes out of business at this point. I'm like at that point, and it's like I it's wild when I think about it. It really is. Like Tekken 8 has gotten to the point where I am so fed up with that franchise, with that game, that I'm willing to play other fighting games. Like I have to say this out loud because it's never happened to me. Like I'll say it again. I've always played other games. I've played Mortal Kombat. I've played Soul Calibur. I've played fucking everything. But I've always found myself going back to Tekken because that was my default main game. But Tekken 8 is such absolute dog shit that it's like I can't even bring myself up to reinstall that piece of shit. It's so bad that I'm even considering playing this. And I already know that this game right here is more than likely going to be broken as fuck. But I'm willing to try it because I don't like Tekken 8 that much. That's crazy when I really think about it. So hopefully let me know your thoughts. And if you're not currently subscribed, please consider doing so, as well as follow my Twitch. Anyway, take care. I'm out. Salute.